welcome. Network a meditation a day. I'm Nia B. Weaver. I'm your host. And today we have the amazing Lora Cheadle with us. You may have heard of her, of her on a TED Talk. Her recent TED Talk has been absolutely fabulous. We will talk about that at the end. She will give you a link to that. But what she's here today with us is that you may have heard that you attract what you are, that like attracts like, or to live like you already have what you want. But now, do you do that? How do you do that consistently and reliably and hold that vibration, especially when things around you are not what you'd like them to be? The meditation she brings to us today will show you how to keep the faith and stay in divine alignment. She is a former attorney, best-selling author, international speaker, and life choreographer. I love that, Lora. Works with women whose lives have been shattered by betrayal, whether that betrayal is from themselves, their body, or someone that they love, and want to turn their situation into a powerful force for good. Through the 5 steps of FLAUNT, F-L-A-U-N-T, yes, FLAUNT, and the magic of burlesque, you will untangle yourself from the past, release judgment, and uncover the power that's been inside you all along, all with a wink and a smile. So she is at LoraCheadle.com. So I'm going to close this out. Good morning, Lora.
Good morning. I'm so excited to be here.
I'm so excited to have you here. Oh my goodness. I want to have everyone please, go to your website and also go listen, go watch her TED Talk. I don't know a woman that will not relate to that, because it's just the journey for us all. And she just hits the nail on the head and really brings it up of, come on, sweet lady. It's time to own yourself. It's time to flaunt it. So Lora, welcome. What are you bringing to us in? Let you get started and just introduce yourself. What would you like to say as we go into your meditation?
Perfect. What I want to say is, for all of us, it's so easy to feel good when things are going well. It's so easy to be like, yes, this is so exciting. I've got all these great things happening. And then when something really bad happens, whether that really bad is betrayal, which is kind of my wheelhouse, or just a fender bender on the road, or not getting a job you applied for, or having a relationship end, whatever it is, it's so easy to tank and to want to go crawl in a hole and lick our wounds. And while it's important to feel the grief, to feel the sadness, to feel all that, and to maybe retreat for a while, it's also really important to understand that is just temporary, and to get yourself back to feeling good. And it's not a spiritual bypass, but it's just getting yourself back to that state of feeling good. And that's what we're going to do in the meditation today.
Fabulous. Because I know I've been walking through that. I've been walking through that path, and I got myself back to feeling good. Oh, but it was,
it's hard.
Some work. It's been some work. Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
So if we are ready, we can begin. If you want to close your eyes or do anything like that, you can. But this meditation is also a little bit different because it's a waking meditation. It's a presence meditation. So if you want to be looking at me or looking around your room or doing anything like that, I also encourage you to do that. But wherever you're at and whatever you're doing, I want you to start noticing first the separateness of you and everything around you. And whether you're just noticing that I am not my chair, and I'm not my computer screen, and I'm not the clothing that I'm wearing, just start looking around and noticing and feeling that separateness. And at the same time, as you're looking and noticing that separateness, I want you to also start noticing the connectedness. And it's an interesting conundrum because you're separate physically. You are not the table. You are not the floor. You are not the walls. But at the same time, you are energy. And the table is energy. And your computer screen is energy. And the chair or the couch that you're sitting on is energy. And you're physically separate and distinct, and you're energetically the exact same. And just breathe and relax and hold both of those truths at the same time, that you are both separate and the same, all at the same time. And just allow your shoulders maybe to circle and drop. Your neck maybe to lengthen and then relax. And your breath to deepen. As you continue to move into a state of being okay in the contradiction. To be okay in what seems like a contradiction. And as you're in this place, as you're just being okay and holding both polarities and accepting both truths at the same time, and not trying to fight and not trying to become one with your chair, and also not trying to be totally separate from everything, as you're just okay in that middle space, what I want you to do is go back to a time in your head, in your heart, where things felt good. Maybe it was something big, like the excitement of your wedding day, or the birth of your child, or graduation, or your favorite birthday, or the day that you bought a new house or a new car. Think about that day. And in your heart, think about how it felt to maybe wake up knowing today's the day. Today's the day I graduate. Today's the day I get married. Today is my party. Today's the day I meet Oprah, whatever it is. Remember how that felt. Just to know today is the day. And then sometimes with situations like having a baby, you might not know today is the day, but you know that it's coming. You know that any day now, it's going to happen. And remember that feeling, because we've all experienced it in one form or another. We've all had that joy-filled anticipation of either knowing this is it or this is about to be it. And remember that feeling in your body. Anchor it in your cells, in your heart, in your head, and most importantly, in your energy field. And then go back to that seeming contradiction that you're the same and that you're separate from everything around you. And I want you to take that energy field of today's the day. Oh, it's going to be any day now. And just push that out around you, in the room that you're in, at the chair that you're in. Maybe you can push it as far as your whole home or your whole office. Maybe that feels a bit too far and you can only push it to 3 feet around you. It doesn't matter. Just feel that excitement and push that anticipation and excitement out around you. And just let it be. And once again, move your physical body. Maybe adjust your legs or adjust your feet, wiggle your back and breathe. And simultaneously feel that excitement from that memory, from that event, from that day that was so wonderful. And without losing that, also remember or think about that thing that's hard, that thing that's bringing you down, that frustration that I haven't met the person that I love. I don't have the kind of money that I want. My health isn't exactly where I want it to be. Whatever it is, think about that thing. And that thing is separate from you. It's out there. You don't have it yet. You still want it, and it's out there. And here you are right here, remembering and feeling how good it felt when you knew today is the day. It's coming. I'm going to close on my house pretty soon. I'm going to shop for that car tomorrow. Today is my birthday, whatever that good feeling is. And again, look in your mind's eye at that thing out there that is not that good. And just send that energy of anticipation and joy and expectation out of your heart, out of your third eye, out of your fingers and arms towards that thing that's giving you a little bit of grief right now. It's separate from you. But that energy of expectation envelops it and brings it in towards your heart. And as it starts coming in towards your heart, it starts transmuting and feeling good. Feeling good. And the closer that it gets, the more the energy changes from something that's causing you grief to something that's bringing you joy or happiness or even neutrality. It's no longer something to be dreaded or something to be longed for or something that's a little bit painful. It's just something that's neutral or here or about to be here. And once again, firmly anchor into that memory of whatever it is that was good, whatever it is that was fun, whatever that day was. And let that energy flow towards the thing that you want, towards the thing that's causing you grief, towards the thing that's not quite there. And just like you know that you're physically distinct from all of the things around you, yet you're energetically the same, know that while you may not have reached that thing yet, that thing is maybe not resolved yet. It's distinct because it's not there yet, but energetically, you're connected and you are in joy and you are in receiving and you are in connectedness. And that thing is going to bring you so much more joy and understanding and satisfaction. You're separate, so it's not bugging you, but you're the same. And breathe. And again, move your body because it's important to keep our bodies active and engaged in this process. And you might even want to turn your palms up or lift your throat or your chest to the sky and breathe in the magic of that day. Today's the day. It's almost here. This is my party. It's the best day ever. Breathe in that magic. And then just let it settle around you so that anything in your frequency, in your range, in your future is also touched by and imbued with this powerful light and energy. And it doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter if you're driving down the road and there's a lot of traffic and you're frustrated because you're late. Just return to your mind. Think about the day where everything worked out. Just like that. Think about the day where you won something or you were gifted something, where somebody surprised you with something. Just think about that positive day. That's all you have to do. No, you don't have to spiritually bypass and paste on a smile when really somebody you love is dying and things are really tough. But you can think about that day, that celebration, that moment, that compliment. And just by thinking about that day, that moment, and allowing your heart to return to that space, even if it's for a millisecond, it reconnects you to that energy of positivity, of possibility. It allows you to keep the faith that, yes, good things do happen. I am not the victim here. Good things do happen. They have. They will. And most importantly, they are happening. And just breathe, knowing that no matter what's going on, you have that ability to call up that memory and to allow the memory of that day into your body. And that you have the ability to hold complete polarity of separate and together, happy and sad, in pain and in peace, all at the same time. And that you are simply a part of the whole in every given moment. Breathe and move once again. And before we move back into the day, into the weekend, once again, pick that memory and bookmark it as your thing to come back to. And know that you are all. You are the good, you are the bad, the right, the wrong, the peace, the pain. And that you have the ability, no matter what's going on around you, to always shift and to remind yourself of who you really are. So take a breath. Circle your shoulders, maybe move your neck. Allow yourself to smile, just to feel the energy of that smile. And go forward into your day, into your week, in love.
Mm. Oh, Lora, thank you so much. I feel that you found a key to remember that it is about remembering who we are. All the, all the things that, all our experiences that layer upon us throughout our life. And then it is so easy. It's interesting that it's like the difficult, the hard, the hurtful are the ones that stick the most, because we're trying to figure out the why did this happen, and versus the feel good.
Yeah.
And also we get to this place where it's not okay to feel good.
Yes.
It's not okay to be in just rapture of the day of, oh my goodness, I'm in my body and I'm feeling sensuous. I'm feeling amazing. I just feel this whole planet. I'm here. And because we're not lifted up to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And your message of, the simple things of getting touchstones, go back in your memory to touchstones.
Yeah.
How that felt. And especially if, especially if we've gone through something that's been really traumatic, and working to reach back in, is like that part never goes away.
Right.
It really never goes away. And this is such important work that you're bringing and that you're doing. And just so grateful for just this short amount of time that you brought us with that gift today. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Because the pain is there, but the pleasure is there. And it's so easy to not remember that ice cream tastes good, or I can go walk around the block and just enjoy myself. It doesn't change my situation, but I can still be in joy in a bad situation.
And that shifts the situation.
Yes.
When we reach into that higher energy, that higher vibration, we get answers.
Yes.
Then that remembering, we get answers and go, wait a minute, this is temporary. What's going on is temporary. This isn't the story of my life. Every moment things can change. I know what to do.
Yeah. And I love that you said that too, because everything is temporary. The good is temporary too. And when we realize that the good is temporary, oftentimes it gives us permission to enjoy it more. And it's not that it's this negative thing, but this too shall pass. The bad will pass, the good will pass, the medium will pass, everything will pass. So when you're having a really good time, eke the joy out of it. And when you're having not so good a time, that's okay too. Go back to a good memory. I'd rather go back to a good memory than a bad memory. When we reread books that we love, when we reread poetry, we reread things, we rewatch movies that lift us up. Do that with your own memory.
Exactly that with our own movie that we have.
Yeah.
Those memories are the movie of our life, that book of our life. And also there's the pearls of the wisdom that we got through those bad times.
Yes.
There's something so valuable and precious about ourselves when we got through something onto the other side. And there's that feeling in there. with that.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love it. I want to talk to you some more because we share so much as far as what we offer. And so speaking of offering, tell everyone how we can reach you and everything that you have to offer.
Perfect. If you like, go to burnout or betrayal.com and you can download your copy of the top 3 ways we betray ourselves every day and how to stop. And that's just that first step into realizing all the ways that we seek to please, conform, and perform for others instead of validating ourselves and standing comfortably and confidently as we are without seeking to please, conform, and perform. So burnout or betrayal.com, and you can download that. Yes, I would love everybody to watch my TEDx. That feels like my firstborn child. And we can put the link maybe under the meditation.
Okay.
Yeah, because that would be great. And yeah, what I do is I work with mostly women, but enlightened men too. I work with anybody who has felt betrayed by their body or their life, or like me, by somebody that you love and trust, and who is really ready to get it, to get that, okay, what was this here to teach me? And how can I construct my life moving forward? So I'm not locked into that victim stance and locked into kind of what we were doing today, that painful stuff. But remembering, yes, I can hold the pain and the pleasure, and I can still move forward. So yeah, I'd love to talk to anyone and just connect. I love people and I just want to connect.
Oh, and that comes through. It comes through here. You hear with us on Enlightened World, and definitely in your TED Talk. And so, Lora Cheadle, thank you again for being here with us. And we look forward to having you back and at some time. And I'll be in touch with you. Okay.
Good. I can't wait. Thank you.
Everyone, thank you so much. Have a great day. Thank you, everyone. Bye.